Yeah.
Welcome to the Forestry step test. This is a test of your aerobic endurance and gives a prediction of your VO2 max. In order to perform this test, you need a range of different equipment. You need a tape measure or a ruler that is at least 40 centimeters long. You need a stopwatch. You also need a metronome, and for this we are going to be using an application on the iPhone. And finally, you need a step. For males, this needs to be 40 centimeters high, and for females, it needs to be 33 centimeters high. My name is Mr. Harris, and I'm going to be the administrator for this test. This is Mr. Hughes, and he will be the participant. One of the first things you need to do in order for your results to be reliable is that you need to check that the step you're using is the right height. For males, it needs to be 40 centimeters high, and for females, it needs to be 33 centimeters high. So clearly you can see that this step here is 40 centimeters high, so this is the right height for a male to perform the forestry step test. The next thing that you need to do is make sure that your equipment is calibrated correctly. We're using a metronome, and we're using an application that you can download in order to do this. And you need to set the metronome to 90 beats per minute, and this will equate to 22.5 steps per minute. Mr. Hughes is now going to perform the forestry step test. He's going to step up and down onto the step in time with the beats of the metronome, and he's going to do it for 5 minutes. At the end of the 5 minutes, when Mr. Hughes has completed the first part of the forestry step test, he will be asked to sit down on the bench for 15 seconds. At the end of that 15 seconds, he will be asked to take his heart rate for 1 minute. That heart rate can then be used to help predict his VO2 max. These results can then be compared to normative data tables to give us his final score. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and stop there, and you sit down on the bench. You have 15 seconds rest. At the end of this 15 seconds, Mr. Hughes, I'm going to ask you to take your heart rate. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.